seemed like it started in St. Louis, and I know you didn't get the result in Dallas, but it seemed like you upped your performance there. So how satisfied are you with the fact that this team seems to have found their game the last 3 nights?
It's getting there, right? We've had stretches where we've had to get through and haven't at times. In Dallas, second period, we didn't enough. Today it was the first 5 minutes. And I think it was a Reinhardt. It was an unbelievable save Hilly made, and that keeps us get to the timeout. Now we seem to have found our rhythm a little better, understand what we're up against in terms of their pressure, and had to start playing a little more north direct, and we did. So, we didn't have much going on in the first. We were opportunistic with Naber's goal, but to get into the first period with the lead, and I thought they were the better team. Is a good. Now we recognize, okay, let's use this as a. Use it the right way. We're ahead when we maybe didn't deserve to be, and then I thought we did get to our game and played pretty well.
I guess it was about midway through the second period, you switched up Mark Stone and Alexander Holtz. Just what was the thought process between swapping those guys?
Well, it's a little bit of, I didn't think Jack's line had it tonight. I thought they struggled in the first period. Now, some of that might be, I had them against Barkov's line. It was a very good line. So you got 2 elite lines. And so then I said, well, I'm going to play. Howie's been sick, but he's a good checking centerman. And now, so because he hasn't played that much this week, he probably now had more energy than anybody in our lineup after being sick and hadn't played that much. And then Ronnie as a call-up, we've always used that. He had lots of energy. He hasn't had a busy week, so I wanted to use them against Barkov. Now, I think they switched their wingers, Kachuk and Verhaeghe, too, at some point. But I wanted them against, energy to skate against Barkov, reload against that group, their D-join, and then just leave Stoney there. He's played lots with Howie. So instead of mixing everything up, just switch the wingers. I thought it gave us, that line did a good job, and then gave Holtz a little life. He had a couple of looks, and it might be good for his confidence to play with players like that, too, see the puck a little bit more and see. So we'll see how it looks on Tuesday, but that was the reasoning.
Go Danny, Willie, Paul.
Hey, Bruce, Danny Webster, Las Vegas Review-Journal. It seemed like after the first 5 minutes, the team did a really good job keeping Florida to the outside. It didn't seem like there were a lot of dangerous chances. How did you like the response from that aspect, especially after things died down in the first?
Yeah, listen, they created a lot of offense with high-volume shooting. That's how they scored. But we were giving them opportunities in the slot. We weren't checking well enough. We were turning pucks over. So that's the part we corrected and figured, okay, now we got to be hard in front of our net. That was the challenge this morning in our conversation with the group. And if you look at Jack's goal, those are the goals we gave up in Dallas. A point shot where they outnumber us, outstick us. Naber and Theo end up winning a battle in front of the net. We recover, grab a loose puck, and now it's Holtz to Eichel, I think, to Barbie back to Eichel, and we score. Now it's 3-1. In Dallas, that might have been one of the ones we would have needed to save or they capitalized on. So good for us to win that battle, keep them at bay. So that's what I thought we did well after the first 6 minutes. It wasn't a lot of, really good looks from the slot. If they were going to get them, they were a tip. They had a couple of those. Then late in the game, they may have had, I forget, power play. They might have generated 5-on-4 or 6-on-4. But, in general, I thought we limited that. And I don't remember a lot of odd man rushes either, to be honest with you, with their D-joining, where when we were up in Florida earlier this year, they did they activated well and got some looks from that, and I thought we did a better job against that.
Bruce, William Ramirez with the Hockey News. Last homestand,
Hold on, let me get that. One second.
It must have got locked out.
Sorry.
You had mentioned maybe one of the distractions. You don't know. He was like, maybe Four Nations, what's on their mind? We need to get back to focus. Tonight, it seemed like there was some pace. You just broke down Jack's goal. Nick Waugh comes down. He takes his time. He drops it to Tanner, takes a hit. Tanner waits to the last minute, shoots far side. Is that the focus, the patience that you're looking for from this team? Are they back to what you were trying to get to?
It's early to say that. I mean, we went through, what do we have, 5 points this week. We had to come back hard against St. Louis to get that point. The Dallas game, it could have went either way. Listen, they had a better stretch than us at 10 minutes, and I thought in the third we tilted it back to us. So tonight, as I said, we got a couple of saves early. We needed it, and who knows? When you're each team's playing 4 games in a week. I think whoever has the lead, it's a big advantage. You can use your whole bench. You're not chasing the game, right? And it's the mental part of it. Oh, man, I'm, tired, and we got to score a couple. Like, it just, there's that part of the game that's human nature. So our focus was good when we had the lead, understanding that part of it. Our focus on how we wanted to play today for, I thought, like I said, 55 minutes was pretty good. We battled. And we'll see. We'll see this week, right? We also knew we got a little sort of mini 3-game homestand here. We were on the road. We're hitting the road again. Then it's 4 Nations. So we're not going to be at home for a while. So how about we, string some solid hockey together? If it results in wins, obviously that's what we want. But so that's where I'll say our focus probably was for the most part tonight. And we're able to make like I said, I think Jack's goal was a big, to be able to extend the lead after they got it to 1 was a big goal. Us getting the second goal, was important too in the second period. So extending the lead, making it tougher on them. So got a little room for error. So those are the things good teams want to do, and you want to close it out. We did. We had to close it out, killing a 5-on-4 and then a 6-on-4. So for a little bit, I think it was. So good on the guys to step up when key moments.
Paul.
Hey, Bruce. Paul Dos Santos, NHL.com. How comforted is you know that you have a reliable line with Keegan, Nick Waugh, and Tanner Pearson in terms of just getting to the net front and playing that physical game that you need when you're going through stretches like you just went through?
We have to have it, and they have to be that line. They're the guys that have been there and done it. They did it in a Stanley Cup run, so they get it. And we actually sat down today to discuss that a little more because I thought in Dallas, during that run in the end of the second, we need that type of line. We need a couple of them to piggyback a shift or two, even if you double shift them, just to get the momentum back, get us off our heels, and that's what they're really good at. So I thought they did a great job with that tonight. Responded to sort of that. It wasn't a challenge. It was a reminder that's what we need from, and Nick's been out for a while, right? So he's, you get a little behind with your puck plays, and that, so let's keep it simple, be north, and Pearson's goal is a good example of that. Let's just get the puck, separate a little bit, find your help. You'll make the right play, and he did, and win a battle, and, they get rewarded. So even Naber's goal, right? The deep drive by Coley. Drive it deep. Florida has a tendency sometimes in their back check to over-pursue the puck. They want to get it out of your hands in a hurry. So if you can buy yourself a little time, it brings the D in play in the middle of the ice and open, and he happened to be in, found the net. So good for them. They played a good offensive game, playing to the way they need to play. They're not necessarily a line rush group, but it's puck possession, however that plays out, and they did a good job with that.